Welcome back to another edition of SmackDown Lite, where I just rip apart SmackDown very quickly, give you kind of an update on what happened in case you missed it. I'm Paul, right here on the Real Deal TV, WrestleLogic, and how we grade this year? Well, when all is said and done, we're either going to give it 2 thumbs up, 1 thumb up, no thumbs, 1 thumb down, or 2 thumbs down. So we kick off with The Miz coming out looking a little disappointed, which coming off of a win off of SummerSlam over Daniel Bryan was kind of unexpected. I was very curious what's going to happen here, but basically what it was is he was making fun of Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan comes out for the rebuttal and brings his wife with him. Brie Bella comes out, gives a good smackdown to poor The Miz in the ring. Good smack talking going on back and forth, and we find out that there's going to be a mixed tag match at Hell in the Cell. Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan versus Maurice and The Miz. Great segment overall. Great to see how this is going to continue this feud. Backstage, Paige then has words with The Miz because Miz is really upset, doesn't think this should have happened. I love what Paige is doing with her character. She's very good at taking command, basically telling The Miz to shove it in a very fun way. But good stuff overall. Out next, though, kind of would have almost been a contender for the moment of the week, but there was just too many other bigger things that happened this week. If you look over on our other station, Pints Up or Down, where we do a full review of both Raw and SmackDown. But in the meantime, though, we have RKO versus Jeff Hardy. Great match overall. Just really good character development for Randy Orton. Loved seeing him still be that just jerk of a heel, but Jeff Hardy actually showing a little bit of an edge to his character as well. Ends up getting the DQ by stomping right in the jewels on RKO to lose the match via DQ, but still looked fantastic. And then the brutal beatdown outside of the ring, a swanton bomb outside through the table, looked great. Although every time that Jeff does something like this, I cringe a little bit because I know how much that poor man has been through, and I just don't want him to hurt himself, but still looked amazing. Up next, we have a backstage segment where the Good Brothers kind of have it out with the Bar a little bit. We find out they're going to have a match to find out who's going to be the next #1 contender for the tag titles, which more to come on that coming up. But great stuff. Good to see the Good Brothers getting some time on TV. Next, a little bit of a throwaway match. It was just Naomi versus Payton Royce. Nothing wrong with the match per se, but it was kind of where did this come from? So Payton Royce getting the W here, but once again, it's kind of throwaway, kind of filler. Before we had Becky, my girl Becky, come out and basically reveal that yes, she has done a full heel turn. She looked great as a heel. Got some, but the funny part is like she tried so hard to get heat from the crowd, but everyone kept cheering her anyway. Everyone didn't care. They were just like, no, yay, yes, Becky, get some, get some. Charlotte comes out, big brawl. All the women come out, a little awkward, but you know what? I loved it anyway. I love that Becky is full heel. Keep up the good work, Becky. I love you. You're my girlfriend. You just don't know it yet. Up next, rematch, Rusev and Lana versus Selena, Vega, and Andrade Cien Almas. Great match. All 4 looked good. They each had their own moments. And then Aiden English finally comes to the rescue successfully and helps Rusev and Lana get the win. It was good to see Rusev Day get a win. It's been way too long since they've had a W. Made them look really good, progress this story on, and then Aiden actually not screwing up. It was great. I loved it. Keep it up, Rusev Day. Up next was a weird backstage segment with Shinsuke Nakamura. I feel really bad saying this. I literally could not understand a word he said. He made some funny thing at the end where it's like Shinsuke America or something like that. But I don't know, it was just kind of weird to me. I didn't really understand it. But AJ out next, kind of saying that yes, he lost his cool, kind of apologizing for losing his cool at SummerSlam. But it was like very weird. It was like on the ramp, but not on the ramp. And then we found out it was because Joe was hiding under the ring. Comes out, puts AJ to sleep, and has another one of those moments, has one of those lines that Daddy's not coming home because Daddy's already gone night-night. He takes these cheesy lines from creative, but he still delivers them in a way that is so badass. Joe, keep up the good work. I cannot wait to see where your career goes here. I see a title run for you very shortly, even though I love AJ, but good stuff. Then we find out backstage that Carmella is going to have her rematch clause and have a match against Charlotte one-on-one next week. I'm very interested to see how this progresses the storyline between Becky and Charlotte as well, because you know something's going to happen there, but we'll have to wait till next week to find out. Main event of the night, New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers in a no DQ match. Big E staying backstage because apparently his ribs are bruised from the SummerSlam match. And so we have Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. What a match. So many great spots, and the fact that Rowan was wrestling with a torn bicep. So it makes sense that, yes, they did end up dropping the titles. The New Day are 5-time tag champs now, but overall the match was fantastic. Really showcased both teams. The Bludgeon Brothers, both Rowan and Harper, really don't get enough credit. Yes, they're a big, beatdown team, but man, are they good technically in the ring too. Good stuff to see. Sad that Rowan's going to be out for quite some time. Obviously, once again, why they drop the titles. I hope that they still use Harper properly throughout. But overall, fantastic match. Loved it. Wasn't that excited to see New Day as champs again a couple of weeks ago, but I don't know. They've won me over again, and I'm loving it. So hopefully seeing a good, maybe a program with the Bar or the Good Brothers coming up next, which would be another great one to see. Overall, though, how did I feel about SmackDown? I thought it was a fairly strong show. A couple of throwaways between Payton, Royce, and Naomi, which makes me kind of sad because they're both great workers. But overall, some great bits, keeping the Daniel Bryan-Miz feud going, and then obviously keeping the tag division looking strong as well. What do I give it? I'm going to have to go with 1 thumb up this week. It didn't feel quite where it needed to be. Obviously, the Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy bit was really good as well, but just couldn't quite get to 2 thumbs for me. 1 thumb up this week, but overall, a good show. So make sure you get over and check out the full review of Raw and SmackDown with Pints Up or Down with me and the Real Deal Chris Steele. Also check out Raw Lite to catch up on what happened on Raw with Chris as well. But until next week, you have tuned in to the Real Deal TV. It is SmackDown Lite and keeping people logical about their wrestling. We'll see you next week.